At the end of 2023, I've decided to tender my resignation to become a full-time coach as well as a full-time artist. And these are the 3 questions that have helped me to make this decision. But before we go into the topic today, let me introduce the piece that we are going to do today. This piece is inspired by the movie My Happy Marriage, and it's a piece where I just combine the different elements that reminds me of the both main character. Now, let's get to the topic today. When I quit my full-time job, it wasn't a sudden decision as I've been contemplating about it for a while. But it was also a little compulsive because it was never my plan to quit so soon. There were a lot of moments when I doubted my decision after I gave in my resignation. It felt like I was being impulsive and irrational. Things were actually going very well and getting better at work. Even though I had my fair share of struggles, but it also felt for a moment that I was throwing in the towel too early. I swung between, this is the best decision of my life, to, am I making the biggest mistake of my life? It was pure agony. I struggled so much that 2 days after my resignation felt like it's been 2 weeks. And what finally helped to stop that swing was these 3 questions that I've asked myself. Number 1. Which decision will bring me closer to who I am and who I want to be? For the past few years, I've been doing a lot of self-development and growth work. Through those exercises, I began to know myself better and have a clearer picture of who I am and who I want to be. I realized freedom and growth are 2 main themes of my life. Well, at least for this season. With that, it is difficult for me to stay in my 9 to 5 because the direction of growth that they have for me is very different from mine. And when I look at our work calendar for the coming year, it was simply dreadful and I had no excitement at all. And I want to be a person who is passionate about what she's doing and who is constantly learning and growing. I don't want to be a person who dreads through life. Therefore, leaving my comfort zone and stepping into the unknown seems like a choice that will bring me closer to who I want to be. Number 2. Can I generate the same if not more monthly income 2 years from now? One of the concerns that held me back from making this decision earlier was finances. I am no longer in my 20s anymore, and making such a huge career jump at this age seems a little bit too risky. And so my original plan was to build my side hustle and have a side income to a certain level before I tender my resignation. However, I realized the plan wasn't working for me because I felt guilty having to split myself into 2, and my battery was always flat after work. The other mind block I had around finances was the unrealistic expectation that I had on myself to earn more than I was earning within 6 months. I don't know why, but back then, I thought if I couldn't achieve that, I was in no position to take the jump. So after one of our group coaching call with my coaching master, I realized I was stressing myself out with this short, unrealistic timeline, and this question helped me to see the possibilities in a longer time frame. It gave me a clearer vision to plan my finances, and I am a little bit more confident with a 2 years time frame. And the last question that helped me to make this decision is, what will Constance 3 years down the road advise me to do now? This final question is what helped me to stand my ground every time I doubted myself. It wasn't an easy decision to say goodbye to doing what I love with the people I love. And there were many conversations offering different points of view and opportunities to have me stay on at my job. And every time I sway a little, this question will anchor me back to my decision. In my imagination, Constance who stayed and left will both give me the same answer. If I stay, I can foresee myself doing the same thing, and I might still decide to leave 3 years later. By then, it will be even more too late as I will be older and perhaps have more responsibilities to take into consideration. It will definitely be a tougher decision and it will require more courage out of me. As of Constance who left, she would have gone through all the ups and downs of trying to make it on our own, and even though I have confidence that we will make it, But let's just assume that we didn't. And I believe it will still be a great chapter of adventure in this little experience we call life. And honestly, who knows what the future holds? Anything can happen anytime. I might as well just take the risk, pursue my dreams while I still can. So there you have it, the 3 questions that helped me to make my decision to tender my resignation. I believe there is no quote-unquote right decision in life. Ultimately, we are the ones that make a decision right. So if you are in a similar situation as I was in, I hope these 3 questions can help you to gain a little bit more clarity. Let me know what else you want to see from my channel and what else you want me to share from my journey. See you in the next one. Bye!